gravity-induced accidents. It's stripey directly from the ship that attacked, 1700 away. Head to that Mayday signal. I have never seen that before. Lightning from space. That's a pretty cool little effect that they've decided to add. Well, guys, welcome back to Survival Records. And today I am going to do something about the appearance of my ship here. And I guess I'll have to decide on a name for it. One of the first things I can do is come in here. We want to unlock that. We want to reverse that. And we want to lock it again. I think what we actually want to do here is turn those off. So now they're not trying to push against the ship. Because I came up here on this angle. About like that. And I've been sort of slowly spinning in place here this whole time. Oh, seriously? I mean... maybe I ought to lower the pull of the gravity there. Come on. Huh. Well, while I'm here, dealing with some incidental gravity-induced accidents, I guess I should stop doing that. I'm going to run out of oxygen. Alright. Let's go acceleration at let's call it about half gravity. There. And that ends up using less power as well. Just in case that Chester decides to come in my direction. Well, one of the things I can do to sort of start off is recolor it in here. Let's pull that up and P. And I think what I'm going to do is stick with the naming scheme that I've had for some of my other ships, which is go for one of the drinks that I enjoy. And one of my absolute favorite drinks is Lafrague. It's got a green and black and white color scheme on its labels, and the bottles are a nice green, when you pour it. It's a nice amber, so yeah, good enough color combination in my book. So let's look at clean armor, retro future armor, silvered armor, green. Let's go. How does that look? A little bit too shiny. I can barely tell that it's green. It's shiny, alright, but that's sort of like the color of the bottle. Let's try just regular old clean armor. That's better, I think, but it needs to be darker. But not as gray as that. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. And then what we got here? Alright, I think I'll start with the white as a base. Okay. Everything is now that color. Nice parchmenty white color. Maybe a little more saturation. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking that better. Alright, I am going to go ahead and get working on this a little bit. Maybe pull out some stripes. No, that, Yeah, that's better. Alright. I'll bring you guys back when I have a little progress made. Well, I think I like it. It's stripy now more than it is boxy. I think I discovered something else that I want to do as well. I want to take the... So I have enough side thrust, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and an extra 15. I think I can do with 14. Take out this thruster, take that gun, and put it here. That will widen out the ship a little bit more. I might try to round off this corner here some more. Just to those 3 blocks. Yeah, let me see what that looks like. Get more things painted black, maybe? You know what? I don't think it's looking half bad, if I do say so myself. Of course, I'm noticing inconsistencies I've got to go fix. But, yeah, you know, I kind of like it. These 2 lines, the line of lights down the sides on the top, are kind of, I don't know. I might do a thing where I'll get them to blink in line, so it looks like they're, like, landing strips running down the sides. That'd be kind of neat. And to be clear, I am considering the space right here, right in the front, in front of where the windows are, near where the exit door is, to be I'm thinking of maybe putting an exterior docking port there. Something that I could attach a ship to, maybe like a short-range fighter, a short-range scout ship, that kind of thing. But before I worry about all that, I think I need to go take a look. Take a look at the station. Maybe keep an eye on where that survivor mining transport is just sitting there. It's been sitting there for a little while now, so... Yeah, let me decide what I want to do first, and I'll get on that. Like, gonna make some painting fixes. Throwing down that quick GPS there, cause I decided I'm gonna go check out the station first. And, you know, if I lose the antenna signal for that mining transport, I'm gonna have, I'm gonna be disappointed. Which actually reminds me, I don't have an antenna on this ship yet. So... let's make sure I'm going in the right direction. And I want to increase my thrust a little bit so that now I am going exactly the direction that I'm pointing. Let's go up a little bit more. And you adjust this by pressing thrusters in the direction opposite the direction you need to move that cursor. Alright. is all that noise? Huh. Well, while I'm at it, let's look at... Alright. That door is open. There. Where can I put an antenna? Back here, maybe? That first, then that, and then I can fit an antenna down through there. Too tall. Count nipper. Oh, something attached to me is causing me to drift. Look at that. Oh. I did not realize that this was in here. Okay. Good to know. Is that... Can I see it? Oh, no, that... Yeah, gotta leave this one here. Alright. Number 2. And I guess this piece here is in the way as well. Well, this isn't good. I don't see anything up there. Well, let's see. We've got a couple of things to take into consideration here. One is that the station seems to be gone. The asteroids that were here are still here. And a chunk of a spaceship, looking like the one that attacked me, is still here. But the station and everything around it is missing. First things first, let's get this welded up so that I can leave the ship behind me and not have to worry about anything, leaving a GPS every time, and I don't think I have to worry about there being anything in the system that's attracted to my antenna, but if there is, I'll deal with it then. In the meantime, I'm going to have the Lefrag broadcasting its position. Alright, well, you know what, guys? Dropping out of character again. It looks to me like I have suffered from a unintentional cleanup of this grid, which is rather frustrating because I wanted to I wanted to, I don't know, do something here. Well, if nothing else, I mean, it means I've got these resources I could come and collect while I'm here. And, I mean, I obviously have grid cleanup disabled. Let's see here. We've got trash removal. It's suspended. And it shouldn't have cleaned up the station. It shouldn't be cleaning up anything that's powered or controlled or, you know, with production or with a respawn point. That was a station that it was connected to, and deleted it anyway. And I have a feeling it's because it was being managed by the encounters system. So it was considered to be an encounter that got spawned in when I first showed up. Obviously, there's, you know, imperfections in the code. But hey, while I'm here, why don't I go ahead and look around, see if I can get anything. This reminds me, I should put a ore detector on the frag. Maybe just put it right here, right opposite that one. Yeah, put it on here, make it look nice and tidy. And I mean, even if I am giving slight shadow for those turrets, there's still those turrets and that turret and all that. So, not too worried. Let me go ahead and... What's up here? That thing obviously has some hydrogen on it still. We've got cargo container with nothing in it. And a couple of oxygen tanks. I bet you I could steal that hydrogen. And, yeah. Get something out of this at least. Fill up my hydrogen tank. Alright, let me get to it. Okay. And with that, I should be able to dock next to it. And I suppose while I'm still a little dropped out of character on this, I will say this chunk of spacecraft is directly from the ship that attacked me at the very start of the season. But I knew it was going to drift away endlessly, so I copied it and pasted it here so that there'd be a little bit of evidence. But in doing that, I claimed ownership on it. That's why I wasn't shooting it. But, you know, that I still could have done all of the things I did here. With I put in a junction there and a connector there, and now I will bring this connector over to it and claim myself some gases. There's that. How close am I? Back a little ways. Huzzah. Alright, now I need to get a button on my hotbar to lock those parts. Let me look that up. So, I have the connectors that are at the back of the miner, connectors on either side, the one in the bay. That's the last one I put on there, so it's either 3 or 4. 3 is probably the one inside. Or I'm off by something significant. Alright. And here's another way to figure this out. That is, in fact, connector 4. Let's go with connector port. Right? Yeah. And switch lock? Where's switch lock? There we go. Well, that's pulling the hydrogen out of the bay next door, and let's do the same with these here. Now they're both on stockpile. Alright, so hydrogen tanks are all full. That hydrogen tank over here is at 11%. My oxygen tanks are full. These oxygen tanks over here are 60-something%. Hydrogen tank on the miner is at 0, but let's go ahead and stockpile on it as well. And look at that, got it right up to 100%, and this thing's down to 8.3%. So, there's the question, what do I do about all this? That silver up there is appealing. I might want to try and grab it. And then there was some chunks of ice as well. And, yeah. Let me do that. You know what, actually, what I'm going to do? The miner is... I'm not going to use it on the surface of a planet with really deep boreholes any longer. So I'm going to go ahead and properly connect these drills directly to the mining, you know, the miner itself. And, yeah. Let me get at that. Alright, well that was pretty straightforward. I just replaced the hinge and the, thing with a couple of conveyor blocks, rebuilt these, but then I'm now needing to work, I don't have to work with gravity anymore, or rather, I don't have gravity to work with anymore, so I slapped on 4 downward thrusters. I still have quite a number of upward thrust here. I think maybe I don't need it as much. I'm going to go ahead and just cut down to only 4 here so that I don't accidentally hurt myself, hurt the ship. That's now 4 in every direction, I think. 4 in every direction? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4, and 4. Alright. Let's go mining. You know, I could potentially expand the size of the storage on this thing now. I'm not moving these arms anymore. Maybe add some underhung bags right in there where the arm would have turned up into. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to scout around the rest of the asteroids here, see if there's anything else that I could use, and I'll bring you back in a bit. So that's an interesting patch of ore. It looks like gold, but it's not showing up. Was it gold? Yeah, that's a little patch of gold ore right there. How do I get to that? Alright, you know what? Let's add the cargo containers to this. And I just grabbed enough to make 4 of them. So fitting up in here is one of them, and then another one can fit next to it, behind it. There's one. 2. And then this little decorative bit can take out. Yeah, then here, let's get another one and another one. Alright, and now to connect those to the system, we can just put a conveyor port there to there, which would be some of these. And let's go. Okay, I want to connect to there. Actually, I want a straight one. And then I want a curved one. Nice. Here I want the curved one and then the straight one. You know what I could do is work on an ejection system that functions more quickly than those small ejectors can do it. Because this guy is, you know, drilling at the speed of 4 drills. I'm not... I should be able to go faster than that. Alright, let me think about that a little. Go back to collecting that ice, though. I just discovered another error, or flaw, or concern. I don't have oxygen here soon. 2. Okay. That's feeling a lot better. Let's check on the supplies we've gathered. What are we working on here? We've got silver and gold starting to smelt down. I pulled a little bit of silicon ore in as well, it seems. Let's do that and that. And here's our production queue. We are undercount on detectors. No, overcount on detectors. That's sort of to be expected. We have 2 gravity generators in stock, radio communicators, plenty of them. But the things I was curious about, the superconductors. We have 11 out of 10. Okay. And reactor components, we've got 95 out of 95. Surely we didn't finish building this thing already. Ah, because it's turned off. That makes much more sense. We are up to the right number of superconductors now. And we are slowly producing the reactor components. Nice. Well, now that we are making reactor components, and we have that silver, how much... I don't know if we're going to have enough silver there. I would actually be very surprised if we did, because it... yeah, we're still, you know, 1,700 away. And how much more silver ore do we have? 199 there. Looks like we are using up... We're getting 0.75 at a time. I don't know how well that's going to last. I don't think it is. Reminds me, I should grab all the doors. Doors. Alright, and there are all the timer blocks. Here we go. Timer block number 3. You are being renamed to doors. And I'm going to set up my actions every 5 seconds or so. We've got the groups, and that is the doors. Close. And then we want here to... Nope, not that. We want to trigger it. No, not trigger. We want to start, so it does a countdown every time. And then start it. Look at that. Closing all the doors every 5 seconds. But let's make it silent. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking this. I think we've gathered what we can. Why was that a little damaged? And then look, after 5 seconds, it's closed the door. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself docked back up and take the last of that hydrogen out before heading off to the next thing. We go check out that what's it called there? Encounter, the thing on the horizon. Alright folks, looks like I've been recording for quite a while already. I am going to cut the episode for now and bring you guys back when I head to that Mayday signal next time on Survival Records. See you later. And thanks for watching.